Antithesis. The antithesis of something is the opposite of something. The antithesis of cold is hot. Usually antithesis has a more serious meaning, though, than cold and hot. He was the antithesis of kindness. Apartheid. Apartheid is a South African word which became famous in the struggle for civil rights in South Africa. Apartheid was the government policy of keeping the races separate, no contact, or minimal contact. Apathetic and apathy, treat them together. Apathy is indifference. If I feel apathy if many people feel apathy or feel apathetic about the presidential election, they are bored by it and don't care anymore. Who wins, Gore or Bush? Apathy, public apathy. Apex is the peak, the summit, the top, usually of a mountain or of a curve even, in math maybe. An apologist of something or for something is a person who defends it. He was an apologist for apartheid 30 years ago, meaning he defended it. He wrote about it and spoke about it. An apologist. Apparatus is a structure that supports something, especially a structure. A building, no. Something on a smaller scale, maybe a model. I don't know. An apparatus is a structure that is put together. Difficult. Skip it. Appease is a verb which means to placate, probably here, to calm, to soothe someone. He was angry, but we appeased him by telling him that he would get his money back or something. Appointment, easy meaning. The government appointed someone to investigate some question. The government's appointment was disapproved of. Appointment in a more ancient meaning has to do with the arrangement of furniture and the furniture itself in a room or in a house. The elegance of it, I think. I'm not sure of that. I haven't heard it for a long time. To appraise is to evaluate. They appraised my performance positively or negatively, to evaluate. Approbation. Approbation is approval. We won their approbation. They approved of what we had done. Approval, approbation, same. Noun. Approve, to approve is to praise, basically, not quite as strong as praise, but to offer praise for. Approximate and approximate, same spelling, adjective and verb. The adjective is much more important. An approximate definition of something is close, not exact, close. Usually the adverb is used, approximately. Seoul is approximately 250 kilometers north of Daegu. Approximately. About. Good word. Aptitude. SSAT. The A in SSAT means aptitude. Aptitude is almost talent. Talent for something. Ability to do something. He has an aptitude for stealing or lying or maybe English or something. An arbitrator is a person who intervenes between two people who are arguing. The arbitrator helps them to make a decision in favor of one or the other to end the hostility. Arch rival, I think, is misspelled here. Arch rival is let's say the arch rival of the Samsung Lions is Hyundai or something. The rival that Samsung most hates or wants to beat. Arctic means very cold, like the Arctic Circle up at the North Pole. Arena, an interesting word, the roots of which mean sand. An arena is an area in which people fight, especially boxing arena, wrestling arena. Aristocracy is the ruling class of a society by heredity. That's important. The aristocracy holds inherited positions. Arson is a crime, the crime of setting fires to hurt people or to destroy property. Artificial, adjective, not genuine, not real. Artificial turf, artificial or synthetic materials are not natural. Askew is off balance. The boy ran by the sign and knocked it askew so that it was no longer standing up straight, but askew. Assign, to assign, is to name. To assign a person to a position is to name that person. Assign a task to students is to give them homework. Assigned, strange, same. To assuage is very similar to appease. To assuage is to calm, to soothe. The beautiful music assuaged me or assuaged my nerves, calmed me. To assume, many meanings, but I'm going to use assume like presume. I assumed when he arrived looking exhausted, I assumed that he had not slept. I assumed. I took for granted, as we say. I inferred. Astute, we had before, like adroit, quick, sharp, intelligent. Asylum is a place of protection for a fugitive. It could be a fugitive from the law or a political refugee or like that, a place of protection. To atone, usually for something. Religious meaning, especially in Christianity. But to atone for something is to make up for, to expiate. Wonder if that's here. Is expiate here, Dr. Shin? That's rough. No, good. To atone, if I want to atone for my sins, and I urge you guys, when you try to get into Western culture, this concept of sin, which Dr. Shin and I will talk about sometime, it seems to me is a huge difference between East and West. In any case, to atone for a sin is to try to make up for it. Attract, here twice, means verb to bring, to lure to one. He attracted me, or he attracted me by gesturing and saying, "Come here, come here." The sign attracted a lot of attention. It's better. To augment is a verb meaning to increase. To augment the, not the price, the, hard. Taxes, maybe? That's a hard one. It means to increase, but I'm unsure of what it's used about. Auspicious means promising, a good sign. An auspicious beginning is a good beginning. A good beginning so that people feel good about everything. Austerity is simplicity. To lead a life of austerity means to avoid luxuries, avoid frills, as we say, and simplify one's life as much as possible. Not fancy foods, not fancy drinks, not fancy entertainment, simplicity. Authentic, real, genuine, not fake, not phony. Authentic gold, authentic, an authentic person is like a sincere person, not phony, not fake. To authorize is to give a person the power to do something. He authorized me to represent the government when I spoke. Avarice, greed, one of the 7 deadly sins. Greed. Average, neither good nor bad. Average. Aversion, we had this before. Antipathy, strong dislike, almost hatred for something. He had an aversion for kimchi. Aviator. An aviator is a person who flies airplanes or is interested in aviation. Avowal, an avowal is a noun meaning a confession. An avowal of his dislike for something, confession. Bailiff is a court official in a court who tries to keep law and order. The prisoner became hostile and violent, so the bailiff had to control him. Bargain, a bargain, noun and verb. I think the noun is more important. A bargain is a good price, discount, as we say, a good price for something, a bargain. To bargain for something is to say, what is the price? 5,000 won. I will give you 4,000 won. I'm bargaining. Basement is the lower part of a building, especially a house. Batch is a group of something, or a batch of cookies is a number of cookies that usually have just been cooked, coming out of the oven. Bellicose and belligerent, almost the same. Both mean liking fighting, liking war. Bellicose is really war. Belligerent personality is a person abrasive who likes conflict. Bellicose is not individuals but countries. Belligerent can be country, but it can be an individual as well. Benediction, nice, good word. He gave me his benediction. He blessed me. I asked my father for benediction. Benediction is part of the religious service for Christians anyway. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, go and live in peace. Benefit is noun and verb. Benefit, the noun is more important, I think. He gave me the benefit of his advice. That is, a benefit does good for someone. As a verb, his gift of $1 million benefited the orphanage. Does good, did good. Benevolent. Benevolent means wanting good. The two words are interesting. Bene, good. Fit, doing. Bene, good. Vol, wanting. There's a big difference. If I am a benevolent person, I want good things. If I am a beneficent person, I do good things. Big difference. We're all vaguely benevolent. We are not all beneficent. Interesting. In ethics, good distinction. Bequeath. To bequeath something, if I bequeath to an orphanage a lot of my money, I leave my money to that orphanage, especially before I die, but it can be after I die too.